said, I'm Dr. Anita Saunders. I participated in TFA for the Corps of 2013. Woo! Thank you, yes. So, yes, there's more. I was here in 2013. So, I was placed at a all-boys middle school, grades 6 through 8, on the east side of Indianapolis. I see some eyes. Yeah. So, in the year 2015, this was my second year there, they decided to add 5th grade to the all-boys school. And they decided to make me the special education teacher. So I was given my own classroom, affectionately known as room 402, and my own set of pupils. And one student, his name was Double E, the 5th grader, he had to stay with me all day. That's known as self-contained other places. It's just known as you stay with Dr. Saunders in my school. So Double E and I spent our days just kind of, we're learning 5th grade curriculum, math, reading, a little bit of science thrown in, kind of trying to figure my way through because I had not been licensed for 5th grade or special education. So I'm just trying to muddle our way through this. And Double E was very kind of cool and laid back about things. He didn't mind that I didn't know some things or that, like, well, I don't think I'm doing science today, Double E, because I couldn't find anything on Google about 5th grade science standards today. So he was like, that's all right, that's fine. So usually he was patient, he would do his work, whatever I put in front of him, he'd try his best at it. And I could trust him to go run an errand. I could send him to the office with a note. I didn't have to worry about him playing around in the restroom. He would come right back. But as we all know, as teachers know, every student has a honeymoon. And that honeymoon usually lasts from like August or September to about October, November. So it's a long honeymoon. But so Double D was soon to come to the end of his honeymoon. The vacation for me was over. And I had been lulled into this false sense of competency. It was just like, I got this thing right here because Double D is working hard and he's making some improvements. The other boys are coming and going as they're supposed to. Next thing you know, D is refusing to work. He's falling asleep. He's talking back. He's yelling at me. And I called his mother, talked to Mom. She's like, yeah, he gets like that this time of year. Okay. She's like, well, at least he's not throwing chairs and threatening you. So count yourselves lucky. I said, okay. So I was like thinking, you know, as any good teacher, I need to figure out what to do to get my sweet Double D back. Because I missed it. And he was making progress. When he was cool and laid back and listening, he wasn't making any progress. Talking back and yelling and not threatening me. So one day, we get to school and he's just kind of pacing the classroom. He's pacing and he's refusing to work. And it's like, it's almost, I said, Double D, you know, it's almost the holiday time. If you don't get to work, Santa's not going to bring you something. He was like, that ain't real. I was like, what do you mean? Santa's not real. What are you talking about? That's a man in a suit. I was like, oh, okay, oh, I know where you're mistaken. You are thinking about that puffy white guy on TV. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Black Santa. And because Double D was a 5th grader, he had not yet lost his sense of wonder. So I gotta make this interest. So as it happens, I live here in Indiana, and those of you who have tried to find African-American Christmas items know that can be a difficult task. But as it happens, at Target, I found this Black Santa. And he had a list. And this list contained the names of some of the very boys in our school that Double D knew. And you know how hard it is to find a list with Jaden on it. This was like meant to be. So I said, Double D, check out this list right here. Jaden, don't we know him? Like, yeah. What about, wait a minute now, Dylan. We know Dylan. Yeah. I said, now look at the top here, look at the top. Noah. We know Noah. He's like, yeah. So wait, but I need to text Santa first. I gotta text Black Santa to figure out which Noah, because one of those Noahs should not be on this list. So I pull out my phone, I'm texting my mama, because that's what I did as a teacher. When things got hard, I texted my mom. And she always answered back with like, it'll be okay. So I said, oh, okay, Black Santa says that it's Noah A, not Noah B. That should be on the list because you know what Noah B did last week. And Double D's like, yeah, he acted a fool. Yeah, so he's not on the list yet. So I said, Double D, are you on this list? So he looks the list up and down. No, I ain't on that list. I said, well, what do you think you need to do to get on Black Santa's list? Well, you gotta text him and put me on there. I said, Dave, I cannot lie to Black Santa. People want to know you have been doing your work and following the rules at home and at school. So what are we going to do so you can get on this list? He said, well, give me some work. I said, what'd you say? Can I have some work, please? Sure thing, Double D. Here you go. So then, this is kind of like how the days are going. So that afternoon, he was great. It was like Double D, sweet Double D was coming back. He worked the whole afternoon. And I put Black Santa high up on the shelf on top of the smart board, you know where the video camera is if you've been in the classroom, way up there. And I told him, this is how Black Santa monitors us. Just like we have cameras in the classroom, Black Santa is looking through this guy right here. And plus I'm texting him and emailing him. That's how you know he's real. The puffy white guy on TV does not text or email. So then he comes back the next morning, he finds me before breakfast, so I know it's serious because he does not miss breakfast. And he's like, Dr. Saunders, I talked to my mama, and she said you was right about this Black Santa. Well, of course I was. So then I text his mom, and I was just like, thank you. And she texts back, no, thank you. So our days go on like this. We start the morning, I give him some morning work. He's doing his thing. He's gaining back my trust. I can send him out to the restroom. He doesn't show up missing. And then at the end of the morning, we check in with Black Santa, also known as his mom. I'm texting her to say, Double D's having a great day. And at the end of the day, we check back in with Black Santa. Double D had a great day. And we go on like this for a while. And, you know, I'm thinking, yes, we're going to make it to winter break. It's going to be okay. Hopefully. But fingers are still crossed because, you know, sometimes kids will go for it for a day or two, and then along comes an older brother or something that messes things up. But luckily, since Double D spent most of his day with me, and I had the support from home, the magic of Black Santa stuck for quite a while. And it stuck so well that some days we didn't even text. I mean, he just forgot. He was like, I'll see you tomorrow, Dr. Saunders. Like, all right, good job. And then we didn't always have great days. There were valleys. And one day he was like, Dr. Saunders, what you going to tell Black Santa? I said, well, Double D, what do you think I should tell him? I said, well, my morning was okay, but after lunch, I didn't really listen to you. I didn't do my reading. I said, yeah, but do you think he needs to know that? I guess so. I was like, you know what, though? I think he's going to appreciate your honesty. I know Santa, particularly Black Santa, values honesty and responsibility. So good job. We're going to tell him, and you'll be all right. So, again, it's almost winter break. And you know how we get when it's winter break. The kids get all excited, and they really don't want to pay attention to anything that you're telling them. And anytime Double D started to kind of get into that, the sweetness was going away, I would just glance up at Black Santa, be like, what you want to do? And he would get back to work. So it's the day before winter break, and we have what's called a community meeting. We gather the entire school together. We have a nice inspirational speech from our principal. And on this particular day, the principal has an announcement to make. That they have looked at the data, and they've reviewed the tapes, and they have found 2 boys in the school who have improved the most academically and behaviorally. And they're going to get extra gifts. So I'm just thinking, well, it can't be. You know, it's my 402 boys. Nobody ever pays attention to my 402 boys. So I'm just kind of sitting there with Dakota, with Double D. And then, next thing I know, the principal says, and from the 5th grade, as most improved, our very own Double D, come on down. And I'm jumping out of my chair like, whoa. nobody's cool, yeah. So I'm helping him take this armload of presents out to his mom's car. We get in the car, and as he's getting ready to, mom's getting ready to drive, I was like, so, Uncle D, I guess you made the list. He just gives me that smile, he's like, yeah.